they just have that short span of attention. So they don't do it on purpose. So girls don't feel offended if your man start doing something else, because that happens to me all the time. All the time. Doesn't matter how much he loves me, how interesting my conversation is. Happens. I think you guys here are the ones that pay more attention. And maybe because I'm not your girl. No, I mean. Oh, and girls, make sure, maybe you guys not even paying attention to me. It's because, did you guys see this? That's what's going on. That's why you guys stay here. I do it on purpose. Let me tell y'all. Yes, I do it on purpose because I know it's going to retain you a little bit longer. It's tedious. But if you're going to, if you want your man to pay attention to what you're saying, girls, cover it up. If it's not, he's going to be stirring all your boobies, and he's not going to be listening to you at all. It is kind of funny, but it's true. Ladies, like, I'm not joking about this. I'm not joking. It is true. I mean, if you actually kind of like look at his face, you see how his eyes always go down all the time. So, hey, do you disagree with that, Cash?
Do I disagree with that? For me, I guess really I'm more inclined to listen to really the way the woman thinks, you know, and generally I try and pay attention. Like you said, I sometimes have other things going on in my mind, so I'm processing. So when a guy is not talking, he's really thinking about everything that you said, and he's trying to process it. Since we think logically, and most women, you know, think on emotions. So since we think logically, the processing time might take a little bit longer. But wait. But listen to what there's a point. But listen, the point is, okay, listen, the point is, this is the point. The point is we're trying to give you an answer that's not only it's going to make sense, but it's going to make you feel better. But we don't know how to do both at the same time. So a lot of time what happens is, why are you not paying attention to me? Why are you not listening to me? So what ends up happening is, okay, we have to give an answer immediately. So we don't get much time to think about it. So we just say the first freaking thing that comes to our mind, which is normally the bad thing.
What about if I'm not asking you anything? What about if I'm just blah, 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 blah? You guys are like, that's what you guys do. You're like, checking your text messages, checking your Facebook while I'm talking. You know what is the funny part? That I'm like, I'm talking to you. They're like, I'm listening. I'm like, yeah. What the fuck did I just say? I'm like, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You know what, Cash? You are that 1%, and it's because your line of work that you actually pay attention, because you are interested to know what we're thinking.
Oh yeah, that's important.
The way that we're thinking.
That's important.
Yeah, but what about if it's the average Joe?
The average Joe
doesn't do that.
Well, if you're in a relationship, you have to make it understood that when we engage in a conversation, this is what we're going to do, and you got to agree on it. So if I'm talking to you like we talk and we do a broadcast and we come up with things and say, okay, this is how we're going to do this, so we can have a conversation. Right now, if we didn't do that, you'll be talking, I'll be talking, people be posting, I'll be trying to read, you'll be trying to read, I'll be doing 1,000 different things, nothing gets done, right? So it's about setting up boundaries. Setting up boundaries, saying, okay, when we talk, I really don't enjoy you being on your phone. Can you please put your phone down? Please, I will put that down too, right? And sometimes you got to give up something, okay? Sometimes you might want something that you might want to do when he want to talk. So you got to be willing to be like, okay, am I going to want to do that when he wants to do this in order for us to have this in conversation? Because a lot of times most guys don't like talking, especially for long periods of time. It's very rare that you'll find a guy that's willing to sit down with you, talk about something besides sex or football games or sports in general. It's very few guys. So when you find somebody like that, you have to cultivate it and keep making it grow. But if you have somebody that doesn't do that, then what you want to do is basically learn that person. Wait a minute, what happened? Okay. I broke up there, didn't I?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
With me, guys.
Okay, we have some. Either way, we have it on. It's on live stream. It's on Facebook, so it's on YouTube. We should be good. Did everybody get that?
If like you guys are okay sitting there just listening to the blah 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 that the girls have to tell you. It's involuntary. I know what you're saying, Cash.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're saying, but the thing is that you are very special, man. This is what you do. You know what I'm saying? For
Mm-hmm.
living.
Okay.
So you have to be like that. That's exactly why you dedicate yourself to coach people and do all this stuff, because this is who you are. About majority, we're talking about the average Joe. Some guys don't want to hear how my girl in the freaking salon, they told me how the other girl was talking shit about me and da da da. Like, I don't care about none of that stuff.
Okay, they don't. I would generally. I would.
That's exactly what I'm saying, guys. Guys, it's not that they don't care. Sometimes their mind just wander automatically.
Wonder. Maybe not. It really depends. Since if you're talking to a guy and you, in my opinion, and you want the guy to actually like be engaged with what you're saying, what I've learned is getting engaged with what the other person's actually doing. So if I want to start a conversation with Mecca, I'm gonna say, hey, how was your day today? Oh, it was nice, it was good. Oh, what happened at work? Oh man, this girl, she done this, that, and the other. I really didn't like my coworker, or my boss was really nice to us today. He took us out to lunch. Whatever it may be, just to spark the conversation. Now he's engaged. Now he feels like, now I can talk to you because
90 seconds so far. 90 seconds so far. I'm kidding. Okay. No, I completely understand what you're saying. You know, like it's good to keep engaged too, because like if you listen, I've been there, done that, and it can be very annoying. And it's good that I kind of like did my research about it and understand why men do this freaking shit. Someone needs to listen to us okay, LA. I'm the type of woman that I listen way too much. That's the problem. Yes, I'm here like talking over cash and all this shit, but it's because I get all excited. But if my man come up and try to talk to me about anything, I sit there and fucking listen. You know what I'm saying? That's not my situation. My situation is when it's my time to sit there, maybe talk about life. So obviously talking about life, I'm not asking you for anything. I'm not asking you for no advice or nothing. I just need someone to listen to me, the same way I do. But hi everybody. So men really cannot do that. I mean, and I can show you all my exes, they all did the same freaking shit except my ex-husband. My ex-husband was the only man who would sit there and listen to me big time. You know what I'm saying? So, I understand, like, even keep them engaged, but you guys take over. I'm not saying you, Cash. I'm saying most men, they just take over, change the subject, big time. Like, they just change the subject, and they keep talking about themselves.
Oh.
I can't. I wish I can just put them here and introduce you to them, or record them, and you see the dynamic. Like, it's crazy. Like my ex-boyfriend, the one that I just broke up with, he would be like, "Oh, but you never talked to me about you and your past and this and that," and I'm like, maybe because I've been listening to you since we got together. You never try to help you. And when that only time that I fucking tried to do it, guess what happened? I didn't even talk, not even for 2 minutes, when like I kind of said something, like my experience, whatever was in my mind that he wanted to know. And after that, he was like, yeah, because and it was over. Me was over.
And it was okay. So it's more.
Yes, I told him whatever I want to tell him, but he didn't give me no feedback, no nothing. And he continued talking about himself. And I'm like, I felt like shit, honestly. I was like, I don't even know why he even asked me. I hate when they do that. They ask you, and if it's not that they listen to you and they keep talking about something else, it's that they interrupt you and they stop talking
about them.
Anything else. And I'm like, wow. Like, how would I even open up to you? This is so humiliating. I mean, I felt so, why I even talk to you when you don't even care? Obviously, you don't care when you keep talking about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so.
I mean, I need to be clear about this, LA. Like, I'm not talking about the regular, like, this type of man. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about cash. I'm talking about most men. And sadly, most men are like that. You want to talk about something with them?
They don't want to talk.
Keep them very interested.
Yeah, you got to keep them interested.
And be very short.
Short, yeah. Yeah, if it's a long conversation, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them quick. And I'm telling you, throughout my experience growing, I wasn't always like this. I was like, I got to go do this. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, business. It took somebody to say, every 5 seconds, you say business. Every 5 seconds, business, something's business, work. Me personally, I had to literally basically say, okay, on Saturday, Sunday, I'm not working in order for me to create a world to whereas I can pay attention to the people and the family around me, not just my girl, not just like my somebody that's just close to me in that way, but just to anybody. Like anybody just, hey, talking to me, oh, you know what I gotta go do? Man, we just been talking like 5 minutes, you already gotta go. So guys, a lot of guys, we focus, we driven, and we have like this big goal, and until you tune into that goal, it's like we don't even know that you're there. And it's not that we don't care, but we feel like when we get to the point that we want to be, then we'll be able to listen to you more because we won't have so much weight on us. So much, you guys call it stress. We look at it as like a weight. We like dragging it around. We rather drag something light if we're gonna drag anything around. But going to work for us is our paradox. That's the thing that we try and figure out. When we try to figure out a lot of time with a woman, we end up getting caught up in like too many thoughts. And when we get caught up in those thoughts, and then we take something in another direction, meaning we see her in a negative perspective versus a positive perspective. So now everything that we say is negative just because she felt like, oh, I wasn't paying attention to her.
You're lagging. They say that you're lagging.
I'm lagging?
I'm not seeing you lagging.
I'm not lagging. Am I lagging? Yeah. Vincent, Juan, how you doing? It's on Facebook. We got a couple views.
I'm doing my broadcast. Well, we are talking about the short span. We're talking about what we trip when guys ignore us. That actually, like I said, I don't really think it's. The fact is, this is a fact. Guys are not ignoring us. I think some guys can. Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't do it. I'm just saying that they just don't stay there for too long.
Okay,
so
all right.
Girls need to just make a short conversation, and that's it. Like, there's a reason why people even tell me, if you want to talk to him, just talk to him in bed. In bed, and then talk to him. Maybe because probably there are no TVs on, there's no phones, there's no nothing, it's time to go to bed. And you even have to be careful because even if you go to bed and he's too tired, you still have maybe 5 minutes in your hand before he falls asleep on you.
Oh, okay. Wait, it said
So
we're
he's
frozen?
frozen.
Maybe, let me check the connection. Everything's working on my side. You move in.
Well, I see you. I see you, guy. Oh, are you guys sure? Wow, that's weird. Hello, Adam. Hello, everybody. Guys, keep sharing the broadcast. Keep sharing the broadcast. For whoever is not following me, follow me on Instagram. There you go. Okay. There you go, one. Hey, Nuevetico. What's up? So, that, follow me on Instagram. Go to my link. Register on my link for cash money every week. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome for whoever just came to the freaking broadcast. So, okay. See, I'm still trying here to figure out this thing.
Okay.
Because I don't want nobody to see like I'm criticizing men because I'm trying to give you the information, mister. He's not gonna give you the information, it's me. Anyway, so the thing is that I told you he don't work on weekends.
Yeah, I don't work on weekends.
So I don't yeah. Remember I told you about him?
Oh, okay. All right.
So what I'm saying is, I don't want you guys to feel attacked. I just want to actually give the ladies an idea why men do this. And most of the time, they don't even do it. They don't do it on purpose. They just in their nature, guys. They just don't sit there while you're talking for 30 minutes. I mean, don't expect a man to listen to you for 30 minutes because it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen. Especially when you're just talking yourself. You need to let him talk, let him participate somehow. And you need to talk about something that he actually really care about talking, because if he doesn't care, he loves you, he's just gonna be doing this.
Yeah, that's it.
Not really listening.
Yeah, he's not listening. He not listening. In that case. So let me ask you a question. All right. So basically, a lot of women, if you can't hear me, let me know you can't hear me, guys. Just say I can't hear you. I'm lagging something. That way, so I can know if I should drop one of these live streams I have going on here. Dun, 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 dun.
You're good. I mean, you're good on my side. Guys, keep sharing the broadcast. Keep sharing the broadcast and drop that castle, bitches. Oh, come on. Why you guys are fucking switching now? I didn't. Anyways. Oh, Facebook, my bad. My bad. If I'm in Facebook, my bad. Listen, this is something that I try to work on my cursing, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
It's the truth.
Get used to. Don't let your kids watch my show because I'm going to curse.
Okay,
so,
good.
Ellen, welcome. Thank you for the follow, guys.
Thanks, guys. All right, so my question is, this is my question. My question is, why do women trip about us paying attention? Like, what's basically, this is my thing. Women, what I hear from a lot of guys is women, they want me to pay attention. She want me to pay attention, and then I pay attention to her, and then when I want to talk about something, she don't pay attention, and then she like, oh, it's different, and then I'm trying to explain, like maybe right then she don't want to talk, but then he was like, well, last week I didn't want to talk, but she insisted that I talk to the point to where she wanted to shut herself off from me because I wasn't talking, but now I want to talk, and she not ready to talk.
Well, I think but this is me. Let's make this clear too. This is me, and I'm not your average girl either.
Okay.
So,
well, let's talk.
Stop, because we can try to get some advice here, but we are different than most people too. You know what I'm saying? But in my case, if to you or if he might ignore you, I'm pretty sure I'm freaking mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Because I would never, if we in good terms, she want her point to be figured out first. Well, it depends if we're both talking. But if it's his time and he just put me apart and he want to talk to me and I don't want to talk to him, I'm pretty sure I'm mad at him. Because in my case, I'm not the type of woman that will do something else or ignore you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I will listen to you. This is what I fucking do.
Okay, I want to ask you something. Since you said that,
So,
Mecca.
I'm pretty sure if a woman don't want to talk to you and ignores you, it's because there's something else in her head because she's upset at you, she's mad at you. You did something. Or she think you did something. Girls, we always there for men. You know, girls, I think girls are really good listeners unless they have some other type of condition, like I said, like ADHD is. We have to recognize that too. It might sound funny, it might sound like I'm joking, but I'm not joking. There's a lot of people out there with deficits of attention. You know what I'm saying? And people doesn't know. They don't recognize the signs.
Okay.
But if you ask your partner and he does have ADHD, trust me, those moments of squirt and that person plays somewhere else what you're talking to them, it happens all the time.
Okay, we got somebody.
I cannot be with a person that have ADHD.
Okay, we got somebody that says the average mad woman wants her point first, period. You got anything to say about that, Mecca?
Well, we're not talking about nobody mad because we're not talking about a discussion. We're talking about normal conversation when you just want to talk to your partner about something.
Okay.
We're talking about if a woman talk about to a man about something, you usually, if there's a TV on, you're gonna be here for 9 seconds and then you'll be like, you'll be watching the fucking sports.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then when I scream at you and I say, I'm talking to you, they're like, I'm listening to you. And I'm like, no. Because the way that I was raised, you need to have eye contact. You do eye contact while you're having a conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? But that's me.
Okay.
The thing is that you guys don't stay for long engaged in a conversation with a woman. Nobody's talking here about an argument or nothing like that. That's another topic now. The thing about the topic. Oh yeah, but guys, stay with the program, guys. Stay with the program. But what I'm saying is, if a woman is ignoring you, I'm pretty sure she is mad at you about something, and that's exactly why she don't want to talk to you.
Okay, give me an example.
Not. We always sit there and listen.
Okay, give me an example of something that guys do that normally 100% of the time or 90% of the time that you can let us know that's going to be like she's going to ignore you if you do that. You understand what I'm saying? Give us an idea. You understand? Like there's something that we do. It got to be something that we do, right? But we don't feel like anything's wrong with it.
First of all, you guys do a lot of stupid things, especially if you have a boyfriend that doesn't think before he talks, or is a little bit immature. You know, this goes maybe to the younger couples and stuff like that. If you start talking about how you used to go to the street clubs and do this and do that, and how many girls do you sleep with, and if you ever pay a girl for money, and all this crazy shit, because you guys put in your mind that, oh, my partner should be my best friend, so she's okay, she can listen to everything. Guys, I can be your best friend, but there's certain things that is freaking common sense. Yes, I'm gonna fucking ignore you. I'm gonna be mad at you because I can hear you one time, but you cannot come and sit there and tell me to every little freaking experience that you have with your boys in the fucking street club while you're tipping the girl with the big booty. You know, it just stupid shit like that of course I'm gonna ignore you. Another big thing is if we actually having a conversation about
Give it a second, guys. She dropped out of the line just quickly. I'm trying to get her all back in. Just give her a second. Feed. Okay.
Yeah. Just don't, because men, I've been with people that for some reason they love to contradict you. They just love to contradict you. Period. Just for the hell of it. They just love to see you mad. And listen, I have a very short patience for dumbass people. And when you start making very dumb comments that I know that I'm like, I know you're just saying it just not to agree with me.
Then that's a problem.
Like that. And of course, I'm gonna ignore you. I'm the one gonna be like, we're not talking about this shit no more.
Okay.
Period. Because if you're gonna have a grown-up conversation with me, and you're gonna be talking shit and be probably even insulting about my ideas, you know what I'm saying, or my beliefs, you know, that's just plain black wrong, and I'm gonna ignore you because sometimes it's not just about stupid comments. It's like those stupid comments offend you, not just going against you, but if you say something completely offensive about my beliefs, you just don't do it like that. I think you should be neutral and always start with these words like, well, I believe. You know, if we're talking about serious stuff, you can say, I believe, but this is just me, you know what I'm saying? But you cannot try to attack the girl and put her down because her beliefs.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. That's not conducive. It's not gonna help. My thing is, if it's not gonna help, don't say it. It's not worth saying. That's just my personal beliefs.
Yeah,
but I think it works for everybody.
Well, like the thing is that certain guys, that when they have this huge ego, you know, they said that they don't get offended, they don't get offended, they don't blah blah blah. Why am I getting offended? But that's not true, because we can be in any other conversation, and I'm like, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And you know what? They do get offended. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something, if you believe in something so hard, and you see how that person just minimize that and don't pay no importance to your belief, or at least respect it, that's when people start listening to each other. You know what I'm saying? I think besides being a good listener, you need to know how you say things to other people.
Okay. So.
And men, they're very dumb at that.
Okay. So.
Be dumb too.
Okay. Okay. My thing is, I think guys really frustrated with the fact that we do something, but in return we get nothing. I think that's what a lot of guys really frustrated with. We'll do something, but there's nothing in return. Not that we're expecting something in return, but when it comes up, there's nothing in return. So a lot of guys is like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything for her, because the moment I do something for her, then I'm going to be feeling some type of way because she's not going to do this, or she won't do this. And she's already pretty much exemplified. She's pretty much said, I'm not doing this, you know, without actually saying it, but in her actions in the past. But at the same time, she's trying to cultivate the relationship, if you understand what I'm saying. She's trying to make the relationship better, but she's not willing to give. So how do you work with that?
Well, I think this is the type of woman that maybe you encounter. But believe it or not, most part they always think that same thing. Because the same way that you say this, I heard it from females too. I've been through that. And you know what? You know what is the messed up thing? It's always gonna vary relationship to relationship. Because I tried to do my best in my last relationship, you know what I'm saying? And I was feeling the same way that you're saying. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. Everything I did for this person, all the listening that I did for this person, it was nothing when he got mad at me. When he got mad at me, he was like, because you don't do shit for me. I'm like, what? I don't do shit for you, so you don't come home and I serve you food and I give you foot massage, I give you a whole body massage, I have sex with you, I listen to all your stupidity, all your past that you don't want to let go, and I give you a vibe. I mean, that's nothing. Then when your kids come around on the weekends and you're working, I'll take your kids to the pool. I do everything, but then when he got mad, that's what he said. So everything depends too, because a lot of people think, oh yes, I give it my all, but it's not true. You know what I'm saying? In their mind, they think that they're giving their all, and that person is not giving them back. Because still today, this person thinks I didn't do shit for him. And I'm not telling you a massage here and there. I'm telling you, this was a daily routine. He work or don't work. You know what I'm saying? I was like the wife. Straight up the wife. Even take care of his kids.
Okay.
So it's depend on the situation. It depend on the person. I think every couple is unique. You know, every relationship is very unique, and you have to know both parts and see what are you doing, what she doing, and see how much of that is true.
Okay. So
because I feel I did a lot for this relationship, and I'm not expecting nothing in return but respect and love. And I don't think it was too much to ask. You know, I want to be validated. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't give me no validation at all.
Okay.
When there were bad moments.
Okay, we got some likes from Facebook that like what you're saying. So what you're saying, I guess, is has some truth to it. Okay. So give us the guys 3 things. Let's say at least one takeaway today that they can use to help cultivate the relationship, make their relationship better. Something they can use on that level when it comes to the talking, being interactive with the woman, some things that they can do to get her to mellow out, to chill, to talk, not too long, but something they can do in increments to help build their relationship.
Well, if you guys have ADHD, that's the first thing you guys have to tell your girl. And make it clear, baby. If I start doing something else while you're talking to me, it's not because I don't care, but this is how we are. I think you guys need to express yourself a little bit more to women so we can understand you better. You know, the same way that you sit with your man and you say, well, I don't like corn because it happened to me when I was little and it's a trigger and the same way. You guys need to open up to women, to your partners, for them to be able to understand you. You see how many old, like, the couples, they've been 50-year-old, fucking married and all that stuff. What happened to them? He can be a grumpy, old man, and what did his wife do? That's him. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But because she knows how he is. If you don't communicate with your wife or your girlfriend and let her know exactly how you are, how you function, how it's gonna be better. Like, say, baby, if you want me to actually really pay attention to a conversation, find your way, your comfort zone to have a conversation with your girl. You know, don't let her try to guess when is the best moment to talk to you and pretend for you to pay attention. You need to let her know when is the best moment to do it.
Okay.
And be honest about it too, because I have men that tell me, listen, some men they don't never tell you when is the best moment. They just tell you this is a bad moment. You know what I'm saying? All the time. I'm like, really? There's never a good moment for you to have a conversation, especially when they don't really want to talk about certain things. I think men need to learn to be more open-minded and more patient with females too. Especially when females can be hurtful.
Okay.
So we all know men have a real problem with communication.
Okay. I beg to
Men
differ.
have a real hard time opening up. But if it's just about listening to women, just let them know when is the best moment, how you function, how you're gonna have better attention to them.
Okay. So let me explain that. Let me explain it. So he basically, I think the question that we just got is that when a man opens up, most women, especially successful women, feel like, oh, okay, this either he's not the man for me or something is weak about him or he doesn't know how to take control. And a lot of women like men that knows how to take control of a situation.
This is something completely different because open up to a woman doesn't mean weakness. Obviously, it depends what you're talking about. I'm not talking about being like, oh my God, I'm so depressed. I'm about to lose my job and start crying and all this because obviously we want a strong man. We need a strong man. But if a woman puts you down like that, I don't think she's a woman for you because I think you both should be able to express your frustrations, your sadness, everything with no problem. You know, your insecurities, everything. I think a couple should be able to talk about everything except exes and fucking strippers. Thank you. Let me make that clear. But the thing is that a couple should be able to talk about everything, guys. Everything. And if a woman treats you that way, I don't even think that's the person for you because I will have respect for my man even if he open up to me. Even if I see my man cry because whatever situation, something that is really hard on him or for stress, I respect that, you know? I think, yeah, I know what you're saying, LA, but it just, what kind of human being she is, anyways, you know? And then this is when the man's insecurities kick in. Because you guys are always thinking, you guys always speculating, oh, if I do this, I'm just showing weakness. I've heard this so many times. I'm so tired of hearing that. That is BS.
Okay.
BS.
Okay, give us the truth.
You guys don't try your woman. Try her. Try her. Instead of always having a speculation, because your speculation, that's why a lot of relationships don't work because they said, well, I'm not going to do this because I bet she's going to react like this. Or I'm not going to do that because she's going to tell me this. You know what I'm saying? You guys are jumping to conclusions. You haven't tried anything and you guys always jump into conclusions.
Okay.
Like I have a lot of situations where they said, well, I said, don't thought nothing. Just do it. Ask me. Like, why you even thought? No, it's not about thought because you're not inside of me. You know what I'm thinking. You men even know that they know me. They don't know me for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like try me. Just try me and see what happens. Okay. You guys are too afraid to try and to talk and to open up, and that's wrong because you guys always jump into conclusions, and it's not good because you're not giving your woman a chance.
Okay, so
that woman that you want.
So what you're saying is a thing that guys should try and do. They should do right now and say, okay, listen, hey, this is a better time for me to talk. You know, this is when it's good for me to talk in this type of situation. Don't think too much about what she's thinking, but think more about what you're gonna do and just do it, regardless of how she responds. And what you said earlier is based on her response. If she does respond negative, or in a way that belittles you or demeans you or makes you feel bad, then maybe she's not the person for you, you know. And if she okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course. Why you want a person that doesn't support you. They cannot be there for you. They cannot give you some
comfort.
Some comfort. Exactly. Why you want to have a person that cannot give you comfort when you need it?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's BS. So just give it a try. Let me tell you something. This is maybe like when I did my when I did my first tattoo. I didn't want to tell my mom because I thought she was gonna break down and she was gonna kill me. Blah blah blah. But that was everything on my mind. You think because people have this kind of character or temper, they're gonna react really bad in certain situations.
But it's completely different.
You haven't even tried. You know, when my mom found out about the tattoo, nothing happened. I was in shock. You know what I'm saying? But with her character, the temper, that personality, that strong personality my mom had, I thought for a long time she's gonna kill me if she find out about my tattoo. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't give a person a shot. You'd be surprised how people react under certain circumstances and situations. Most of the time they react the complete opposite than what you're thinking. So you have to give people a chance and the opportunity to know and say something about it.
Okay. All right.
Don't be afraid to do it.
All right. So it's 12. It's almost to the end of our broadcast. And what's one thing that you think that men, and one thing that you think men can take away and use like today? Something they can use today with their girls or a special person that they with or their wife, you know, they can use today to make their life a little bit better.
Guys, woman's always right. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. Okay. Mira, that attention thing is very important. And it doesn't matter how I explain females, sometimes they don't get it into their head. So just try to pay attention. Pay attention to details, especially. Pay attention to details. And we said it's stupid. So pay attention to your females, first of all. Make her feel that whatever she said and everything she says should be important anyways. That's why she's your girl.
Okay. Guys? All right.
So if you don't want your girl tripping all the time, guys, show some fucking respect. Pay attention to whatever she has to say, even if it's stupid. Okay? Because that's part of being in a relationship. You have to listen to each other. So just even if you don't like it and it's boring, you're like, yeah, baby, you know, pay attention. That's all you guys have to do. Just try to pay a little bit more attention and just let her know when you just don't like that and you can't.
Okay. Now, can you give us one thing?
I think that this is pretty.
Can you give us something for the ladies that you have from your experience, or what you want me to do that? Something that you feel from your experience. The guy.
I mean, you can give your point of view. I can give mine. I mean,
okay, that's right. So for the ladies that's out there that's listening, from a guy's perspective, the majority of the time we think about logic a lot, so we try to figure everything out. So you might ask us a question, and we don't immediately right then have the answer. Okay? In our mind, we feel like sometimes you're just trying to get us connected emotionally, but it takes us time to get connected emotionally. So we try to figure everything out logically. So just give us a little bit more time to think about what you said, you know, before we give you an answer. So if we don't say something in the beginning, ask us if we need. Do you need time to think about it? I need an answer at this time. That way, so we can know. Okay, she do need an answer. Let us know if you just want us to listen, because sometimes we listen. We think you want a solution to your problem. So we try to throw all these solutions. Then you're not listening to me. You don't care about me. I just want you to listen. But really, we think that you're trying to give us a problem so we can give you a solution. So let us know, you know what, baby, I just really want you to listen to me right now. That way, so we don't spend a lot of time trying to figure out solutions while we're still working in our mind at work and we at home. You know, so try and just let the guy know when you talk to him, your husband, your friend, your boyfriend, just whoever it is, if it's a guy and you're a girl, let them know that you need somebody to listen to you. And if it's a problem you need them to fix, tell them, and it's a 100%, 99.99% chance you get a better response because he knows now you don't want a solution or you want a solution.